So in this lecture, I would like to discuss about the potentiometric experiment, which is belongs to the syllabus of the MSc second physical chemistry. Uh, the aim of the experiment is to determine the formula of the silver ammonia complex by potentiometric method. To determine the formula of silver ammonia complex by potentiometric method. So the silver ammonia complex is formed by the reaction between silver nitrated ammonia. So this is the silver ammonia complex AgMNH3N. So in this experiment, we have to determine the value of the M and N. Okay. So the complex formation reaction involves the reaction between the metal ion with ligand. So in this case, metal ion, it is a silver nitrate, and ligand, it is ammonia molecule. Okay. The complex formed can ionize in solution reversibly to produce metal ion as well as a anion. Now let us consider that the formula of the silver ammonia complex is represented by this AgMNH3N raised to M plus N, M plus. This is the general formula of the silver ammonia complex, where M, it is the number of silver metal ion, and N, it is the number of the ammonia molecule, and M plus, it is the charge on the complex. So to decide the formula of the silver ammonia complex, we have to find out the values of the M and N. Okay, we have to find out the values of M and N here. Okay, now the complex which is formed, it can be dissociated as, this is the silver ammonia complex, it can be dissociated as, so M number of silver ions and N number of the ammonia molecules. Now we can apply the law of mass action to this, and we can find out the equilibrium constant K or instability constant K. So it can be derived as equilibrium constant K, it is equal to activity of the silver ion raised to M multiplied by activity of the ammonia molecule raised to power N divided by activity of the complex. This is the complex, so it is written here activity of the complex. So according to this, we can determine the activity of the silver ions. You can see here the activity of the silver ion, it is equal to the activity of the silver ion, it is equal to, so see here, activity of the silver ion, it is equal to K into activity of the complex divided by activity of the ammonia molecule raised to power N bracket raised to 1 upon M. So with the help of this equation, we can find out the activity of the silver ions. So activity of the silver ion, it is equal to K is a instability constant multiplied by activity of the complex, that is silver ammonia complex, and divided by activity of the ammonia molecule, that is the ligand raised to power N, and this is raised to square bracket raised to 1 upon M. Okay, so now the activity of the silver ions can be obtained using the potentiometric method. We have to perform the potentiometric experiment. Okay, and in this potentiometric experiment, there is a two silver electrodes we are going to use. The two silver electrodes we are going to use. So let us represent the two silver. Let us represent the cell here. The cell which is formed can be represented in this way. Okay, so we have to construct the cell in this way. The two silver electrodes, so silver in contact with, there is a formation of the silver ammonia complex. So we have to take here the silver nitrate solution, and we have to add the ammonia solution here. Okay, now in this case, the concentration of the silver nitrate is supposed to be 0.01 molar. Okay, and there is a salt bridge on the right side, also the same electrode, silver nitrate. Okay, now the concentration of the silver nitrate will be different here. Okay, the concentration of the silver nitrate will be different here. Suppose that it is A1, then it is A2, and ammonia solution should be added here. Ammonia solution, the same quantity in the first set. Okay, so this is having positive polarity, this is having negative polarity. Now this is the concentration cell, both the electrodes are same. Okay, so what is the derivation of the silver electrode? So the derivation of the silver electrode, it is according to this reaction, silver ion plus electron gives a silver electrode. Okay, so we can write here the derivation of the silver electrode. So electrode potential of the silver electrode, it is equal to standard potential of the silver electrode. Okay, then we are getting this equation by solving this 0.0592 divided by 1, n equal to 1. According to the Nernst equation, we can write this log of activity of the silver ions. Okay, this is the derivation for the silver electrode. And we know what is the activity of the silver ion. The activity of the silver ion will be this. So we can substitute here the activity of the silver ion. And when we substitute the activity of the silver ion, we are getting this equation. Okay, by putting here the activity of the silver ion, this is the activity of the silver ion. So by putting this, we are getting this equation. So in this way, we obtain here the derivation for the silver electrode. So suppose that there are two silver electrodes, but the concentration of the electrolyte is different. This is electrolyte concentration cell. This is electrolyte concentration cell without transference, reversible to cation. So the derivation for the left hand side electrode will be this, and derivation for the right hand side electrode means this is first, this is second. So electrode potential of the right hand side electrode will be this. Okay, now according to this we can determine the EMF of the cell. So EMF of the cell, it is equal to electrode potential of the silver electrode on the right hand side minus electrode potential of the silver electrode onto the left hand side. So by doing this now, by putting the values here, so this will get cancelled, this get cancelled, this get cancelled, this get cancelled. Okay, now this is a common here 0.0592 divided by m. Okay, and this activity of the ammonia, it is also same. Okay, activity of the ammonia, it is same here in both the electrodes. The concentration of the ammonia is same. Okay, so we can write here activity of the complex 2 divided by activity of the complex 1. So you can see here. Okay, electrode potential of the silver electrode of the right hand side minus electrode potential of the silver electrode of the left hand side. So it is equal to this 0.0592 divided by m log of activity of the complex 2 divided by activity of the complex 1. But actually in this case, the amount of the ammonia taken, it is in large excess and it is same in both the compartments. Okay, so activity of the complex will depends upon only onto the activity of the silver ion. Okay, see now here, silver nitrate reacts with ammonia solution and there is a formation of this complex, silver ammonia complex. Okay, so activity of the ammonia, it is same here. Activity of the ammonia, it is same. So activity of the complex, it is only depends upon this activity of the silver ions. So in place of activity of the complex 2 and activity of the complex 1, it means that activity of the complex, it is equal to activity of the silver ions. Okay, so we can write this equation now. The activity of the complex, it is depends upon the activity of the silver ion of the second electrode and first electrode. So in this way we will get the derivation here, and with the help of the potentiometry experiment we can determine the m value here. Okay, so it means that the equation can be written in this way: EMF of the cell, it is equal to, okay, 0.0592 divided by m. This is the EMF of the cell. Okay, log of activity of the silver ion of the second electrode, right hand side, divided by activity of the silver ion of the first electrode. And these activities are supposed to be known to us. Okay, so this is the set 1. Let us see. Okay, so in this way we can determine the value of the m using that equation. Now in the second set, we have to perform the second set also. In the second set, we have to keep the concentration of silver nitrate same in both the compartments, and the concentration of the ammonia will be different. Okay, let us show this, how the cell can be constructed here. Concentration of the silver nitrate will be same here. So silver in contact with silver nitrate. Okay, Suppose that it is having the concentration 0.01 molar, and if we have taken 1 ml here, okay, on the right hand side, silver nitrate, the same concentration 0.01 molar, and it is 1 ml here, okay, and silver. Now we have to change the concentration of the ammonia here. Suppose that if we take 25 ml of ammonia here, and here 10 ml of ammonia, NS3. So it means concentration of the ammonia will be changing and concentration of the silver nitrate will be same. So as like of the above equation, we can obtain this equation also. Okay. So in this equation, there is a N value. Electrode potential of the silver electrode of the left hand side minus electrode potential of the silver electrode of the right hand side. Okay, this is 1, this is second. Okay, so we can obtain this equation now. So there is a N value. N, it is a number of ammonia molecules. Okay, and from the set 1 we know the M value, and from the set second we can calculate the N value. Okay, multiplied by log of activity of the ammonia of the second divided by activity of the ammonia of the first. Here activity of the silver nitrate, it is same, so that will be removed. Only the activity of the ammonia is there in the equation. So substituting the value of the M from the set first, and from the second set the value of the N can be calculated. Hence the formula of the silver formula of the complex can be determined. So in the two sets we can determine the formula of the complex. So what are the requirements for this experiment? So we require silver nitrate solution. The concentration of the silver nitrate, it is 0.01. Right? We require 1 molar ammonia solution. We require potassium nitrate salt bridge. Okay. Then we require pipette, burette, whatever the apparatus which are given which required for the experiment that are to be required to us. So let us see how we can perform the site first. So this is the experimental setup for the site first. Okay, experimental setup for site first. You can see here first. Okay, set first. This anode compartment means left hand side compartment, and cathode compartment means right hand side compartment. Okay, so in a beaker we have to take 0.01 molar silver nitrate solution. Okay, 1.0 ml, and in that beaker we have to add 10 ml of the ammonia solution. This is for the LHS side. And in the cathode compartment, that is the right hand side, we have to take 5 ml of the silver nitrate. Concentration of the silver nitrate will be different here, while the concentration of the ammonia will be same, that is 10 ml. So you can see diagrammatically here. Okay, this is the concentration cell. This cell, it is called as a concentration cell. Set first. This is the set first. So in the set first, what happens here? The concentration of the silver nitrate will be vary. Concentration of silver nitrate is different, while concentration of ammonia is same. You can see 0.01 molar silver nitrate, it is taken here. How much? Only 1 ml. Then 10 ml of the ammonia solution, it is added here. So silver ammonia complex, it is formed here. In the right hand side beaker, we have to take 5 ml of the 0.01 molar silver nitrate, and the same volume of the ammonia it is added. It means that concentration of the ammonia, it is same here. Concentration of ammonia, it is same here. Concentration of NS3, it is same. Therefore, in the derivation, we are getting here EMF of the cell, it is equal to EMF of the cell, it is equal to 0.0592 divided by M here, log of activity of the silver ion of the second, this second cathodic compartment, divided by activity of the silver ion of the anodic compartment, this. So concentration of the silver nitrate will be changed here. Okay, So you can see the observation table here for the set first, anodic compartment and cathodic compartment. So anodic compartment, the same here, okay, 1.0 ml of the silver nitrate and 10 ml of the ammonia. We have to take the 3 readings here. So this anode compartment is same. Cathode compartment, we have to change the concentration of the silver nitrate, 5.0, 7.5, 10.0. Okay, 5.0 it is for first reading, 7.5 it is for second reading, and 10.0 it is for third reading. While the amount of the ammonia will be same, 10 ml in this case also. Okay, so you can see, and we have to note the EMF of a cell here. Okay, see. So this left hand side beaker, it is we cannot change this. In the right hand side beaker, only we have to change the silver nitrate solution here. 5 ml, then 7.5 ml, then 10 ml. Okay, so in this way concentration of the silver nitrate will be changing while keeping the concentration of the ammonia will be same in both the compartments. And by using this cell, now we can measure the EMF. The salt bridge, it is potassium nitrate salt bridge, it can be dipped in the two beakers, and according to this, by measuring the EMF of the cell, by knowing the values of the activity of the silver ion of this second compartment and activity of the silver ion of this first compartment, that is anodic compartment, we can determine the value of the M. So let us see the calculation part here. Okay, or observation table. First of all, I would like to show the observation table for the set 1 here. Okay, see. So the observation table for the set 1 will be this. Calculation EMF of the cell, we can have to write the readings here. Effective concentration of the silver nitrate in anodic cell, and effective concentration of the silver nitrate in the cathodic cell. So x1, x2, then x2 upon x1, log of x2 upon x1, and later on we have to put that values here. Okay, that is x1 and x2, it is nothing but the activity of the silver ion. Effective concentration of the silver nitrate means the activity of the silver ion here. This is in the anodic compartment and this is in the cathodic compartment. Okay, so we have to measure the EMF of the cell here. We have to measure the EMF of the cell here. Okay, this is for the set 1. Okay, and we can calculate this M value here. Now, what is the activity of the silver ion? That is the effective concentration of the silver nitrate. Effective concentration of the silver nitrate. So how it can be determined? So this part it is given here. You can see EMF of the cell, effective concentration of the ammonia, effective concentration of the silver ion here. Okay, so this is the calculation part. Once we know the x1 and x2 value, then we have to put that values into this equation and we can determine the M value. So this is the set 1. Similarly, we have to perform the set 2. So let us see the set 2 here. Now in the set 2, you can see here set 2. What change we can made in the set 2 here? This is set 2. So in the set 2, actually, we have to keep the concentration of the silver nitrate same. Set 2. See here, concentration of the silver nitrate 1 ml means 1 ml volume, same concentration here. But the concentration of the ammonia will be different here. Now in anodic compartment, this is anodic compartment, okay? And this is cathodic compartment. So in cathodic compartment, the concentration of the ammonia, it is different, 10 ml here, 1 molar. It is 25 ml here, okay? So in this case, the concentration of the ammonia will be different while the concentration of the silver nitrate will be same. So let us see the observation table here for the set 2. Okay. So in this case, you can see here set 2 how it can be performed here, anodic compartment, cathodic compartment. Okay. Concentration of the silver nitrate will be same here, you can see. and only the concentration of the ammonia it is different here. So with the help of this we can determine for the set 2, this is the observation table here, effective concentration of the ammonia in anodic half cell, means left hand side, and effective concentration of the ammonia in cathodic half cell. So both are having the different concentration. In the same way we have to note the reading here, 3 readings, okay, because 3 concentrations are given for the ammonia solution. So 3 readings we have to note it here. So effective concentration of the ammonia in anodic half cell it is C1. Effective concentration of the ammonia in cathodic half cell, that is right hand side, it is C2. So we have to calculate here C1 upon C2, log C1 upon C2, and in this formula we have to just put here N upon M, it is equal to EMF of the cell divided by 0.05916 multiplied by log of C1 into C2. So with the help of this equation we can determine the N upon M value here. With the help of this equation we can determine the value of N upon M here, this. So by measuring the EMF of the cell, it is divided by 0.05916 multiplied by log of C1 upon C2. So with the help of this equation we can determine the N value. Already the M value it is known according to this set 1, and from the set 2 we can calculate the N value here. So in this way, in this experiment we can determine the M and N value, and if we know the M and N value, then this formula of the silver ammonia complex can be determined. So it becomes very easy to determine. Okay. So the expected formula of the silver ammonia complex will be like this: AgNH3 twice, okay, plus, it means that M equal to 1 here and N equal to 2 here. So by doing the calculation we should have to get the value of the M becomes equal to 1 and the value of the N becomes equal to 2. So in this way we have to perform this experiment in the 2 sets. In the set 1, we have to keep the concentration of the silver nitrate different. You can see concentration of the silver nitrate different here in both the anodic compartment and cathodic compartment, while the concentration of the ammonia it is same here, and according to this we can determine the M value here, okay, where activity of the silver ion in second compartment, that is the cathodic compartment, it is X2, and activity of the silver ion in the anodic compartment it is X1. Now how we can determine the effective concentration of the silver nitrate and effective concentration of the ammonia in both the compartments? So you can see here the calculation part, it is given effective concentration of ammonia in anodic compartment. So effective concentration for the set 1, effective concentration of the silver nitrate, okay, effective concentration of the silver nitrate. So it is a effective concentration of silver nitrate in anodic compartment, that is X1. Because we have written this formula, once again I would like to write the formula here. EMF of the cell, it is equal to 0.0592 divided by M log of activity of the silver ion of the second right side divided by activity of the silver ion of the LHS side. So the activity of the silver ion, that is silver nitrate, it is equal to X2 here, and activity of the silver nitrate, that is anodic compartment, it is equal to X1 here. Okay, so effective concentration of the silver nitrate in anodic compartment X1 it is equal to, so by using this N1V1 it is equal to N2V2, we can determine the effective concentration of the silver nitrate. So N1 it is what is the normality of the silver nitrate? 0.01, that is given. Then volume, how much volume we have taken? 1 ml we have taken. Okay. Then N2, that is we want to find out the normality of the silver nitrate. Okay, that is x1 value we are going to find out. N2 it is x1 here into 100, that is total volume, it is equal to 100. So x1 it is equal to this, we are getting this calculation 0.001 molar. So in this way we can determine the x1 value. Similarly we can determine the x2 value here. Okay, so by putting the x1 and x2 value, by measuring the EMF of the cell, we can calculate the M value here. Now the same process it is applicable for the set second. In the set second, we have to determine the effective concentration of ammonia in anodic half cell and in cathodic half cell. In anodic half cell it is C1 and in cathodic half cell it is C2. By the same way, what is the concentration of the ammonia? N1 it is equal to 1 molar, it is given, volume 25. We have to find out N2, that is this C1 here, into 100. Total volume should be equal to 100. So this is the concentration of the ammonia, effective concentration of the ammonia. So thus we know the effective concentration of the silver nitrate and effective concentration of the ammonia. You can see this observation table here. Okay. So by measuring the EMF of the cell, by knowing the x1 and x2 values, we can calculate this x2 upon x1, then log of x2 upon x1. So it is finally we can determine the M value here. Similarly, by performing the second set experiment where the concentration of the silver nitrate will be same and concentration of the ammonia will be changing, we can determine the ratio, this N upon M. Okay, so M value should be known from the set 1 experiment and N value can be calculated. So in this way, in this experiment, we can determine the M and N value. So the expected answer, it is M equal to 1 and N equal to 2. And the formula of the silver ammonia complex, it is AgNH3 twice plus. Okay, so thus by measuring the EMF of the cell, we can determine the formula of the silver ammonia complex. In this experiment, by measuring the EMF of the cell, and the given cell, it is a concentration cell because the two electrodes are same. We have taken two silver electrodes. In the set 1, the concentration of the silver nitrate will be very different, while the concentration of the ammonia will be same. And in the set second, the concentration of the ammonia is different, while the concentration of the silver nitrate, it is same. I would like to show this diagrammatically here. Once again, this is for the second set. Okay, where N value can be determined here. Concentration of the ammonia, it is different. You can see 25 ml of the ammonia here. Here only 10 ml of the ammonia here. While the concentration of the silver nitrate will be same. Okay, so according to the second set, we can determine the N value, and according to the set 1, we can determine the M value. You can see this is the experimental setup for the set 1. Concentration of the silver nitrate, it is different here, and concentration of the ammonia, it is same. In both the cases, there is a formation of the silver ammonia complex. But in set 1, concentration of the silver nitrate will be different, and in the set 2, concentration of the ammonia will be different. So thus in this way we can measure the formula of the silver ammonia complex by measuring the EMF of the cell.